Good evening, everybody. It's Celebrity Sunday. It's Nicky Byrne, my own show. Had a lot of fun last week for 2 hours, and they gladly welcome me back for tonight. So I'll be here till 7 p.m. playing some of my favourite tunes and songs for the past, well, since I was alive and before, to be honest. Some great emails have come in, and we'll be doing quite a lot in the show. So stay tuned here on this Valentine's evening. And if you're feeling very romantic, then I'm going to change all that. Here's the Pussycat Dolls with Don't Ya. Let Your Love Flow, the Bellamy Brothers. That's going back a few years. It's Nicky Byrne on 2FM till 7 p.m. taking over Celebrity Sunday. And I tell you what, we've got a great show in store tonight. I'll be answering your emails. We'll be playing the competition of Ask the Celeb, where it was your chance to ask the celeb, me in this case, any question. And I had to answer it honestly. And that was anything. That goes down to what colour underwear I might have on today. If I have any on, that is. Anything. Last week was really, really good. We also played another game called Guess the Celebrity. But anyway, we're going to play on with a song. We're going to move on in the show. That's all coming up in the next couple of hours. And considering it's Valentine's Day, we're going to get all soppy and romantic now. And I'm going to play my first wedding dance with my wife Georgina. And this is Celine Dion, Because You Loved Me. 2FM. 2FM, Nicky Byrne, Celebrity Sunday, taking over till 7 p.m. tonight. That was Boys Home with Gave It All Away. Such fun we're having tonight. I'm ringing lots of different people on my phone. I'm playing loads of great songs. I'm taking loads of great emails. And on the phone I have somebody who be a pretty close buddy of mine. Shane Filan.
Shane Filan, is it?
Shane Filan. See, Shane hates when people pronounce his surname wrong. He's had Filan, he's had Filan, he's had something else in the past as well when I've been annoyed with him. But Shane, how are you doing, man? You alright?
I'm very well, Nicky Byrne. How are you?
Nicky Byrne. Nicky Byrne. That's got a ring to it. That could be my stage name.
Nicky Byrne.
On 2FM. So it's Valentine's evening, Shane. What are you doing? I'm ringing you at just before you're going out for dinner or something, I hope.
Actually am. I'm just about to go out for dinner in about a half an hour, believe it or not.
And how's your beautiful wife?
She's great. She's great. It's our first kind of night out since Shane was born. So we're looking forward to a few glasses of wine now and a nice dinner, you know. A few glasses
of red and a few vinos and stuff like that. I had Mark on last week. All
right.
He went well. He's he wanted to play Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Yeah, you know Mark and his taste in music. But I like Lady Gaga. She's not bad.
No, she is. She's very good. She's doing very well everywhere in the world at the moment, isn't she?
She is. Like ourselves.
That's it, Nicky, man. Gotta keep the flag flying.
And tell me this. I said this to Mark last week as well. We've got Croke Park coming up on June 5th. And we've got JLS and Jedward.
That's right, yeah.
What do you think of the boys?
I'm very excited to see Jedward, to be honest.
Ice, baby. What do you think of their version? You like it?
Yeah, it's very good, actually. I thought they were great on the show. You know, I know a lot of people knock them and stuff, but I thought they were brilliant. You know, their entertainment factor, and I think that's why, you know, and Croke Park as well, they'll go down a storm with the Irish crowd, you know, so it's going to be a big night.
It'll be good fun. Will it, do you reckon it'll be as good as the one we did the year before? That was some night.
Well, Nicky, I think it'll be better, you know.
Of course you would say that.
Honestly, you know yourself, we know what the show is going to be like, so I think the show is definitely going to be better. The hysteria of the 10-year anniversary obviously won't be there, but it's our first show in Ireland in 2 years, so, and we're playing Croke Park, so it's not a bad night either way, you know, it's going to be a great night either way, so it's going to be a big one. Good.
As it's Valentine's Day, I've been asked to ask by an emailer here whose name she doesn't want to mention, what colour boxer shorts you're wearing?
What colour boxer? Wait there and have a look. Boxer shorts, I'm wearing black.
Shane's Valentine's.
Black with red writing.
Oh, red love hearts.
Oh, there you go, man.
What does the writing say? Kiss me quick?
No, it says Levi's.
All right, Shane, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming on the show. Would you like a song before you go? Anybody or everybody?
I'd love Amazed by Lone Star, Nicky, my wife's favourite song.
Tremendous. Shane Filan, thank you very much. Love to your wife, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, enjoy Valentine's Day. Good luck.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
2FM. Right into the Danger Zone. That's Kenny Loggins with Danger Zone on 2FM. That's from the movie Top Gun, when everybody wanted to be Tom Cruise, riding a motorcycle and flying an F-16 around the place. That would have been good crack. I settled for Westlife. It was a bit different, I suppose. Emails coming in tonight. We get a mail from Paula, who works in a dry cleaners in Cork City. She says, Nicky, there's an unclaimed black suit hanging on our rails here for the last few months, and we were wondering, is it possibly one of yours? We were wondering who owned it, and we heard you on 2FM, and we thought maybe Westlife left it here after a gig. Well, Paula, it just might be. I remember we did Mill Street there a while back, and we stayed in the Hayfield Manor. Great hotel, great city. So you never know, we might have just left one of our suits, in your dry cleaners. Nicky, Kevin here in Artane. My own car is in the garage this week as it needs a new clutch, and I'm wondering, is there any chance I could borrow one of your cars? I promise I'm a careful driver and will bring the car back in one piece. I even have fully comprehensive insurance. I hope you have. If I could pick the car up tomorrow morning, that would be great. Thanks. P.S. I love Westlife. Well, Kev, if you had asked me for it tonight, I would have given it to you. Being Valentine's night and I was busy, you could have taken your missus out and had a laugh. But tomorrow I need it, unfortunately. And since I'm not having Valentine's night out today, I'm having it out tomorrow. So, sorry, pal. Maybe next time, hey? Nicky, I'm feeling old and need a good song. I'm turning 40 tomorrow. Happy birthday. And I'm dreading it. Although, is it true that 40 is the new 30? And that 30 is the new 20? And so on. Rachel in Clontarf. And she said, by the way, you're invited to the party next Friday night. The official invite is in the post. Well, oh, who's that? Somebody's calling me there. Right there. It's Kian. That's good. Kian, I'll call you back, right? Can you say hello?
Yeah.
That's into the microphone. Now I'm going to call you on the landline, okay?
Okay, cool.
Bye. That was nice, that was quite random. Right, well anyway, finishing off there. Rachel, happy birthday. And I haven't a clue if 40 is new 30, but I feel good, I'm 31, so it's definitely new 20. Let's see if we can get a song up for Valentine's night. This is Faith Hill. This is a great song. What a song from the movie Pearl Harbor. That's There You'll Be by Faith Hill. It's Nicky Byrne on 2FM till 7pm this evening. Taking your emails, playing the songs I've liked and loved over the past couple of years, and some current ones as well. Some emails are flying in and we're going to get to them later on in the show. And of course, don't forget Ask the Celeb, where you get to ask me anything you want. And I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest with the answers. Well, so they say. I'll do my best. Now we've had Mark, we've had Shane. Mark was on with us last week, and Shane there a few minutes ago. And on the line now I've got somebody even more special. Kian, are you there?
More special, I like that one.
How are you doing, pal? You alright?
Not too bad, and yourself?
Yeah, not bad. It's Valentine's night. Georgina gave me a couple of hours to do this show.
Very cool, very good.
Thanks for taking the call. And what are you doing tonight with your beautiful missus? Beautiful wife, actually.
My new wife, our first Valentine's Day together is my wife, so yeah, it's very, very interesting. No, we're just going to go have a nice meal, chill out, relax, nothing too serious. I think, when you're old school like me and you, Nicky, married for a while, you kind of just think it's just about being together, isn't it?
That's right. Now it's all mushy, and remember, I'm only slightly older than you, and it still stays mushy. You grow more in love. And does that mean that I'm more in love than you are?
Age has nothing to do with it, Nicky. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. You fall more in love. That means I'm more in love with my wife than you are yours.
Yeah, probably.
So, listen, the question that's everybody's asking is about Croke Park and looking forward to the show, and Jedward and JLS. We've got some night ahead of us, Kane. It's going to be good, isn't it? It
is indeed. I think after we did it the last time, it was kind of like that was icing on the cake, really, wasn't it?
That was a pinnacle.
To get to do it again, I think is super special. Just because you kind of, I suppose, when we did it the first time, we never. You get to that height and you think, are we ever going to get here again? Oh my God! And
can we make it a special? Do you think? What do you reckon?
Well, I think both me and you know that we definitely have some tricks up our sleeves, some new stuff for everybody to see, something a little bit different, something a little bit quirky. Always trying to keep it fresh, always trying to keep it good. Isn't that the way to do it?
Yeah, I know. I'm so looking forward to it. Really, really.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Well, Kian Egan, as I call you, thanks a million for taking the call.
No problem, man.
It is Valentine's night, so I am going to ask you, would you like to play a tune? I'm not going to tell you what Shane picked, and I'm not going to tell you what Mark picked last week, so we're going to leave it to you.
I've been thinking about this one before I came on, and, it is Valentine's night. Everything that you're probably playing so far, you just played Faith Hill and stuff like that, is a little bit mushy, a little bit like, You're
going to throw something in the mix.
Yeah, throw something in the mix. It's still got, a love theme, if you like.
Right.
But, it's for them people who are getting ready to go out and pull.
So it's for the single people on Valentine's night.
Single people on Valentine's night.
Okay.
I want you to play Lady Gaga, Bad Romance.
Oh, right. That was good. That was Marky's one last week as well.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Great minds think alike.
It's one of the most modern, great pop songs of right now. So I think go for that.
Absolutely. Well, great minds think alike, or fools seldom differ. Kian and Mark, thanks a million. Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Kian, good luck. See you tomorrow. Black Eyed Peas, Where is the Love on 2FM. It's that time. I've been dreading it. It's Ask the Celeb time. Your chance to ask me anything you wanted to ask me, and I've got to try. And it says here on my little kind of brief thing that I have to promise to answer it as honest as possible, no matter what the question is. Emails have been coming into Sunday at rte.ie, and here are some of them. Alan asked, be honest, Nicky, do you ever get tired of having to sing the same songs all the time? Well, Alan, the truth is, and the truth hurts, yes, that can happen. Sometimes that happens, but ever the most professional person that I try to be the most professional person I can, as do the other three boys, we always get through it and nail it and be 100%. Moving on, Lynn Doyle in the Knock asked, if Brian McFadden asked to come to Westlife, back to Westlife, would the band have him back? I suppose I'm a firm believer in never saying never. But you're all hanging on to my every word here. And this will be in the papers tomorrow. And Brian will be ringing me up going, can't believe you said that, man. I don't see that arising, to be honest. I don't see how. I think we're 6 years this year without Brian, would you believe? He left in 2004. March 9th, 2004 was the press conference. I think we've moved on. I think we're a different band without Brian. Always remain friendly with him. Great guy. Love him to bits. So moving on to the next question. I think I've left everybody hanging there. I don't know. I don't think so. Colin says, when you look back at Westlife in 20 years time, what do you think will be the song you guys will be remembered for the most? Good question. Lots of good songs we've had over the past few years, but I'd say Flying Without Wings is probably the song that, you know, will probably stand alone above everything else. And considering, you know, it was our own song, it was the start of our career, one of those songs that just, you know, will appeal to somebody, you know, always. Kate asks, who's the most famous person in your mobile phone? I've got lots of people. Jim, Michael Cahill, Jerry Ryan. I don't know, but the most famous, I've got Dustin the Turkey, would you believe? Yeah, I've got Dustin. He'd be pretty famous, wouldn't he? Got all the Westlife lads. Got Shay Given, a good mate of mine. Ronan Keating's a good mate of mine. But I would say I'd save it for probably neck and neck between Louis and Simon Cowell. I'd say probably Simon, considering he is the Don, Mr. Scowl, Simon Cowell. Last one, Aidan asks, which artist would you love to work with? There's nobody I would love to work with, to be quite honest. Lots of people I'd like to work with. I think Catherine Jenkins is pretty cool. I know her boyfriend Gethin Jones is a good friend of mine as well. Well, not a good friend, but I know him through a few things we've done over the years. But Catherine, I think, has an amazing voice, and it's different, and it's not pop, so it would be great to mix kind of operatic with Westlife and see what you get. Put it in, all we need is a great big melting pot and go from there. That's Ask the Celeb. I think I'm done. I think I got out all right.